Hi, I'm Rocket and welcome to Whiteboard Katas. This is the first week I'm going to be doing this. I don't know how long I'm going to go, but the idea is I have 8 to 10 general practices I do to maintain my whiteboard skills. I will probably break down a conversation at some point and talk about how I would whiteboard a conversation. I'll also likely document how I'm putting this together to give you some options. I have a number of ways to do this. We have this whiteboard, we have an iPad, we have iPad extension on a computer, we have a piece of paper with a camera or iPhone over the top of it looking down. So I have a number of options that we'll explore as part of this. The first week, I'm going to show you what I call three-ish. And this is simply doing threes of common shapes, of alphabets, and some various other little practices you can do. This is a good general warm-up, and let's take a look. So the first thing, you're going to do triangles. Ooh, that's a bad one. That's not a good way to start off a kata. You're going to do triangles, you're going to do squares, you're going to do circles, you're going to do ABCs. You probably will do angles and some wavies. Okay, pretty straightforward. Now triangles, you got a couple of different ways to go about triangles. You can go top, down, over, up. You can go dit, dit, across. So a couple of different ways. If you want to get fancy, you can start at different places. I tend to just do like this, see if I can get something similar. Okay, and just go, go, go. And this is up to you how you want to do it. If you want to be super efficient, if you want to be precise. Yeah. So as you can see, I did three-ish of each. Circles. So circles, this is the pattern that I tend to do most of the time, is I will go 3 over, 3 down, one direction, the other direction, and then go from the bottom. So one direction from the top, one direction from the bottom. I have a whole section, I think week 2, I do why do you practice starting from different points. And then squares. Now, I will emphasize this on a regular basis, and that is lock your wrist. Locking your wrist gives you very strong, bold lines. It allows you to use your arm to draw rather than your hand. I know that sounds weird. Use your hand to write, your arm to draw. That's how it tends to work. As you can see here, I have not varied my start point at all. So on this last one, I'm going to vary it. I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to start at the bottom left, bottom right. Don't worry about going over the top of these. Okay. Now when it comes to ABCs, your alphabet, I'm going to do a whole thing on letters and numbers, a whole weekly kata. In this, you're just going to do 3 sets of the alphabet. I don't vary my size on this one. When I do an alphabet specific kata, I vary. I go uppercase, lowercase, cursive. But here, this is just getting you warm up before a day. Go a little slower if you want. I try to do speed and precision. Because over time, when you look like you're going slow, you will actually be going really fast. Okay, and then the last one. I'm going to go a little bit smaller on this one. And it's up to you and your own preferences if you want to do single stroke, multi-stroke. Okay, and what I mean by that, like the N can be multi-stroke, but it can also be a single stroke. Okay, you'll see the variation. Now, this is all about speed. So, you know, if you do N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, right? You see that? You can go pretty precise. Just a matter of repeating and finding out what feels comfortable to you. All right. The last thing on this is lines. And I tend to do corners on this. I just tend to go take a natural point that as part of it and do corners. And if you want to get fancy, you can do multi-corners. That's up to you. And here, you know, if you're feeling like you're going to do some big drawing, this is a great opportunity to go big. You can go down as well. Go contours. Okay. And then the last thing would be wavies. So you can do, and what you're looking for here is just the natural flow of the ink, the natural flow of your hands, right? And you know, you can go forward, you can go backwards. Okay, if you really want to have fun, you can do like that. That gets very zen. Right. This is just a good general 3-ish quick warm-up. I'll have this posted on the Quip along with a finished product that looks a bit different than this. And look for these coming up in the next few, and then over the next X number of weeks. Use the comments or use Slack to let me know what you think, and we'll take it from there. I'm Rocket. Welcome, or thank you for visiting Whiteboard Katas.